all plugged in. So we're on. Let's see how this goes today. Cześć, siema. Jak leci? Adi here. Another Sunday morning. Another weird brunch. Hopefully in a good company. Sorry, I'm just setting my mic a little differently. Okay, this should do. If you don't know what's happening right now, name's Adi, and every once in a while, every Sunday, I like to take a look into military rations or just ready-made food from different countries, just to have a taste of places I may never visit. And I like doing this with company, and also I like to put this up on YouTube later, and I'm lazy to edit, so that's why I subject you to my ramblings and quite uneducated look into these rations. So today, as you can see in the title, as you can see on the box, I got French 24-hour ration, French individual reheatable combat ration, or Ration de Ration de combat individual reshuffle. I don't speak a lick of French, if you can tell. It's 24-hour ration, and as you can see, this particular menu number 2 from it's best before 2022, so I guess it would be from 2019. Yep, May 2019. And this menu is clearly marked as without pork, which is important for some religious people. Like, obviously your mind would go to Muslims or Jews, but also there's some Christian sects that keep the pork taboo, so that's why the marking is so clear. Anyway, menu number 2, 24-hour ration, as I said, packed in May 2019, best before, or it's October 2022, and there's a little bit of glare because besides coming in a cardboard box, for the last couple of years they pack it into a sort of quite thick plastic baggie, which I will get rid of now. Sorry for that being so loud, but that's just how this goes. Yeah, as you can see, there's on the outside the writing is in English and French, because France is NATO country. It's even NATO approved, so the writing must come in 2 languages. The menu contents are listed clearly on the outside. Here on the side also got the nutritional information. So like this whole pack, 24-hour pack, comes with about 3,600 calories. So about 50,000 kilojoules. 20% of that energy coming from fat, 64 from carbohydrates, and 16 from proteins. So it's definitely meant for keeping you moving, keeping you energetic. Weight being 1.75 kilos, so a bit over 3 pounds, I guess. There's a barcode for trackability. There's markings of French army, because it's armies, and some precautions before use. External checking of cans. Damaged cans must not be used. Water purine tablets. yeah, it basically tells you how to use the water purification tablets, and again in English and French. And on the back there's some marking that I don't understand. So. Let's open this and see what's inside. As I said, we can check it easily here, but so technically the box got a little bit of flap, so you can, close it later. But I can't really imagine soldiers carrying this box around them. They would just take the contents out and stuff that in their backpack or on themselves. Okay, so off the bat we got mixed muesli energy breakfast. Muesli au lait chocolat, pépites chocolate XXL. So we got muesli with chocolate milk and with chocolate bits. Just add water. There's a pack. Sorry. There's a pack of Almond Biscuits. The Army campaign biscuits. We got 3 bags of 2 salted biscuits each, 2 bags of 2 cereal biscuits, and 3 bags of chocolate biscuits. I had them before. My favorite from the bunch would be cereal biscuits, I guess. Chocolate is nice, but don't really go well with anything, and cereal are as salty ones are just weird. This is how it looks. Salty, chocolate, and cereal are clearly marked. And I appreciate how they come packed in 2 to the bag, because you can just open one, eat it, and keep the rest of them from getting stale. We got some hot soup. Potage asiatique. Never had this one, so this will be curious. It's for a cup of water. Comes with vermicelli noodles and some, I guess, some chicken soup with, I guess, Asian inspired flavors. So this will be curious to try. Oh, this is nice. Plum Jam. This is always nice. Isotonic Drink mix. Mango flavored. Mango tea flavored even. Okay. Obviously, as you can see, the items are commercially packaged. None of this is researched and developed with the purpose of feeding the army, like, for example, American MREs do. So even the picture here says this one buggy goes for 500 ml of water bottle. I'm not sure about the isotonic. I'm not a fan of those, but we'll try it anyway. Get a pack of tissues. Drink kit, which we'll see in a second. What we got here? 60% dark chocolate, a small bar. How small it is actually. Wait, please, give me weight. 25-gram bar of chocolate, tiny snack size. R.C.I.R, I guess that's like energy bar. The cereal. So cereal bar with apricots. This is clearly an energy bar, coffee flavored. You can see these two are made by the same company, by the markings on them. There's fruit jelly. I guess again apricot flavor. There's another small snacky here. Fruit nougat, which is sugar with fruits. Okay, so we got Relais de thon, which is like tuna pate. Nice. And we got fromage fondue. Nature avec une pointe de crème. So yeah, this is processed cheese in a can. Sans coloring, so it'd be white instead of obnoxious yellow. We also got a heating kit. You can see on the pictures here, it comes with a stove, handle, some fuel tablets, a mini spoon, matches, buggy, trash buggy. And now for the main part. Got 2 cans with mains. Our 2 main dishes for today are couscous poulet, so chicken with couscous, and salmon riz legumes, so salmon with rice and vegetables. Yeah, so that's like salmon fillet, basmati rice, nice. Some zucchini, which I don't appreciate, and some other stuff, we'll see. Obviously with food like that, and this is mostly chicken from Europe, and stuff. So obviously this food is ready to eat as it is. You can just open the can and dig right in, or you can warm it up. And I'm actually tempted to try them both cold, because with this kind of heater, the fuel tablets give out a little bit of a smell, especially when burning, and I'm not exactly in a situation where I can put them outside, and I'd rather not smell my whole room, so yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes of thinking. Sorry, I moved my camera today, so it's a bit tricky to get used to where it is. And we got the drink pack. That might be tricky to open. So this is 24-hour ration. You can see we got muesli for breakfast, and we got 2 mains for lunch and dinner. And yeah, the mains change. The snack bars are the biscuits come in every single one of the 24 rations. Snack bars change flavor wise, and then the small cans, you always get some kind of pate or terrine. This is kind of unique, being tuna, but usually it's meat. And this second can is considered dessert can, so you either get chocolate or vanilla pudding, or you get cheese for dessert. How much more French can you get than this? So drink pack, we got hot cocoa. Yeah, it's not hot chocolate, it's hot cocoa. Got 2 packs of salt and pepper. Get 2 packs of pink sugar daddy sugar. Those are it. We got 2 teas, and though these never change either for years now. We got Vert Alamenta and Real Ceylon, so black tea, and the second one is green tea with mint. Moroccan style, you can say. And 2 packets of instant coffee. Let's get this on the tray, and unless I hear from you otherwise I will just try the mains cold, because I will have a chance to sample them warm later during the week. But yeah, they're perfectly safe and good to eat cold. The flavor wise, they might lose a bit, but there might be a situation where you have this in a field with you, and you just won't be able to heat them up. You might not be able to afford the time to heat them up. So yeah, eating them cold is giving them a fair chance as well. Okay, just let me see what we got here drink wise, because I might not be prepared for that much drinking. Okay, so we got coffee, we got two teas, we got hot cocoa, we got soup, and we got the mixed drink. I can solve this. I can really solve this. Let's be smart about that. Okay, so I'm putting the heating kit to the side. And I mean, I know including snack bars is a got some thinking behind it. Basically, it's a food you can put in your pocket and just, it's two bites to get your blood sugar up, to refuel, to maybe even help your morale, because nice cup of babies remind you of childhood, but also it kind of feels like kiddie lunch. Hello, baby. Yeah, we're doing French. I don't know if you missed the beginning or not, but I'm rambling about French, including so much snacks in the rations again. We know I done that before, right? Okay, let's start with the drinks before I break out the tray. A little bit of everything, and I should have just enough. I seem to have misplaced a glass. Can I retrieve it without destroying this whole setup? Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back with extra glass. Okay, whoops. Bit tricky situation to get around here. Yes, I'm tingling with all sorts of pots and glasses. Okay, so let's make the potage asiatique, and I'm really curious how it tastes, because if this is the same company that used to produce for them, which it looks like, I had a vegetable soup before and it was bland. It was like so undersalted. and then salt didn't fix much, just became salty. Still very bland. Very heavy on vegetables, but not the nicest hot cup soup. Just a regular hot cup soup, a little bit of vermicelli noodles. Okay, what else we got? Let's make a cocoa in this one. And yeah, the box calls it chocolate, but it's actually a cocoa drink. So don't get your hopes up for hot chocolate or anything. Also, it calls for 150 ml of water, so we need to remember that. It's 250 for the soup and 150 for the hot cocoa. See, there's bits of cocoa and milk and sugar. Okay. Yeah, I should have made soup in the bowl. Anyway, let's make both teas, because why not? Black tea. Yes, I will drink it all. I'm a tea fiend. I can drink tea, any quantity, any volume, should I say. So this is green with mint. Oh, I love the smell. I love the smell. And instant coffee. So they give you exact numbers on how much water to use. This is 140 mils, and if you're confused about that, it says 14 cl, 14 centiliters. It's like centimeters, but centiliters. Yeah, I'm not sure if any, like, I know it's a legit unit of volume, but I don't know of anyone else who uses that. So just a small portion of coffee. There's my sugar daddy sugar, and I will make my black tea sweet, and I will just like a little bit to my black tea, and then pack and a half for my coffee. No whitener. You're free to take your coffee black or sweet, but yeah. And let's hope I get enough water in my kettle. It's boiled before I started streaming, so there's the small portions. Okay, that's about it. I will need to put another kettle on, so the tea will have to wait a little bit. Okay, this will take a few minutes. Meanwhile, let's give them all a stir. And yes, I'm using my chopstick for that, because that's easiest. As you can see, this is not too thick. It's definitely more cocoa than chocolate. And the soup. so this will eventually dissolve on its own. For the isotonic, since it calls for water bottle, I grabbed one. Mixing it in water bottle gets the advantage that you can just shake it for mixing. And yeah, you can hear the background noise. That's my kettle. Just tear the bag open, pour it into your water bottle. Powder feels a little bit caked, but that can happen. It shouldn't affect anything. So it smells quite nice, I must say. My main issue with isotonics is they can often taste salty, and I got bad memories from childhood from that, so it puts me off, makes me nauseous. But okay, so this is safely locked. Give it a shake. Yeah, so there's still some powder left. I guess that would be some sugars in it. It should get better in a little bit. Okay, what is on? So let's make these. Okay, so let these steep a little bit. Not too long because I don't want it to be too strong, but a little bit at least. Let's get the tray out. So you can see what's on it. Okay, so what we got is, let's start with breakfast. Mixed muesli energy breakfast. Made in France, 100 grams. No, it's 391 calories per 100 grams. And this is indeed a 100-gram pack. After adding water, it should give you over 200 grams of food. It comes with instructions written and pictures. At 125 mils of water, hot or cold, stir, wait 5 minutes. Muesli. We got cereal flakes, oat flakes, wheat flakes, and barley flakes, some skim milk, and other stuff. Puffed rice, caramelized puffed rice. Okay, that's nice. And caramelized sunflower seeds. It's a curious one. I'm pretty sure I had it before, but the formula might have changed during time. So, and I will try to decide if I want. Obviously, I won't make the whole portion because I want to sample everything from this ration. So So just a little bit of muesli, a little bit of mains and stuff. But if you just look, it tells you it got XXL chocolate chips, and then don't lie. My one issue with that is if you add hot water, the chocolate dissolves and becomes so rich chocolatey. It can become a bit too much even. That being said, I will try mix a little bit of hot and cold water. Just to better rehydrate the flakes. Okay. So technically this will be like warm but not hot. It will be a bit soupy, but that's the beauty of the cereal mixes. You can add less water and make it very thick, or you can add more water and have your milky soup for breakfast. However you like it. Biscuits time. I said we got 3 kinds. 3 packs of salty biscuits, 3 packs of chocolate biscuits, and 2 packs of cereal ones. So let's open one of each. And if at any point I might seem shaky, that's because I'm getting a bit hungry. Might have skipped dinner last night, I think. So and even without the writing, you can easily see the difference. Okay, I will show you the difference in a second. The difference between 3 types of these biscuits. See, the cereal ones are darker without other chocolate. This is obviously chocolate and salty ones. My main issue with salted ones is that they're very buttery. So you get this sort of buttery, biscuity, sweet cookie goodness, and then the salt on it. They're not savory, they're salty. And it's a bit foreign combination for me. It's kind of buttery biscuity with salt, so that's why I'm not a fan of those exactly. Okay, let's open the snack bars. Cereal bar Isotonic, apricot flavor. And again, you might have your muesli for breakfast, you might have your couscous and salmon for lunch and dinner, and you would just snack on these throughout the day, just to keep you going, just to quickly refuel when you don't have time for a solid meal. So they're obviously quite sugar or carbohydrate heavy. I guess they also do the job. Okay, this one's a bit sticky. So this is Nougat Bar. Nougat is basically whipped egg whites with a hot syrup and some dried fruits mixed in. It's between 2 wafers because otherwise it would be too sticky to hold. There's a tiny little energy bar, coffee flavored. You can see how little it is. I don't have big hands, they're just tiny. It's 20-gram bar. And yes, it contains caffeine. Oh, the smell of coffee. I just opened the wrapper. It smells very strongly of coffee. Ingredients wise, that's like sugar and vegetable fats, I guess, more sugar, and then proteins like milk proteins and stuff. So we got the again apricot fruit jelly. It's like a cross between jelly and leather. It's covered in sugar again for hello look you, and that's for so they won't stick to your hands. Look you, please stay for a bit longer because there'll be cheese. There's cheese, I promise you there's cheese. Okay, so obviously this ration has some history. Might have went through extreme temperatures because this chocolate is fully oxidized, not oxidized. Yeah, stuff happened. This basically what happens when chocolate gets exposed to high temperatures and then low temperatures, like in swift succession, because the fats get out to the surface and then it's basically some kind of structure gets messed up. The state is great, just visuals are not the most appealing. Okay, this is the ration I got from family members, so I can't track its history, but definitely stuff happened to it. And then we got the plum jam, which is awesome on its own, doesn't need anything else added. Okay, I should try get the tea bags out because otherwise they will be too strong for me. I got my preference, Oops. A bit of a situation there. Okay, black and green with mint. Now I do small cans. Rillettes de thon, so tuna pate. Such a curious idea. Like usually you would get tuna in a can, just bits of tuna, and it might not be too good quality, just tiny little flakes. Oh yeah, that smells very fishy. Not in a bad way, but yeah. If I didn't know it's in term, I would be cautious probably. It's not bad fishy smell, but fishy. And the promised cheese, fromage fondue. Nature avec une pointe de crème. Produit élaboré par la société Jean Renard à there's a family. And gives you about information about the company producing it. The can is recyclable. Ingredients fromage, crème, eau, protéines de lait, sel de fond. Okay. And no colorants, so it will be white. Yeah, well, that's yellowish. It's a very light can actually. How much cheese we get? 78 grams of cheese. Look at that. And as I said, I will try the mains cold. They should still be edible and nice. Maybe not as nice as warm, but okay. So this will be chicken with couscous and the vegetables, obviously. Yeah, the color is very nice. I just want to get a little bit. Okay, so it is very stiff. Give me some veggies, and I'll try to dig out a piece of. Ooh. Okay, that looks more like a sausage than a piece of chicken. Definitely looks like sausage. And yeah, the can kind of looks like the chicken, sausage, and veggies are on one part, and then couscous got stuffed in the other half. Um, so like if you put it over fire, you warm it up, you would have you can eat them separately or mix them up. I see a little bit of actual chicken in there, so give me a moment to dig it out. Just a tiny little bit, there's more under the couscous, and it completely falls apart when I try to dig it out. I just don't want to get too much out on the tray because this is just for sampling, just for a little taste, and I'll finish it off later this week for lunch. But just look how colorful this looks compared to tomatoey red nondescript sauce some Emery's got. This is beautiful. And I assume that after warming up, the texture, the consistency would look much better too. So if you heated it up properly, put down on a plate, it would look quite like freshly made food. Okay, so salmon, rice, legumes. Get some salmon with basmati rice and vegetables. Ooh, yeah, baby. So okay, obviously rice won't look too good because it's been cooked. It's been put in a can, and then the can was sprayed everywhere. Then the can got pasteurized, so lots of processing. But if you look in this can, this whole big chunk, that's your salmon. So yeah, I probably won't complain about the rice too much because yeah, okay, I will get it out on the tray because it's just, see, that's what French soldiers get. Nice thick chunk of salmon, not just scrapes, not processed and formed and stuff, just a solid piece of fish. Okay, I'm trying to see how the rice holds up. Obviously there's some sauce going on here, some sauce situation. And the rice, there's the sauce situation being congealed. A little bit of veggies, not too much, but okay, this will do. So yeah, that's what we got. French 24-hour ration. And I'm so looking forward to having the taste right now because let me tell you, this seems appears low-key awesome feast. Again, 24-hour ration, 3,600 calories in all of it. The usual caveat being that if you can't eat everything, try to eat at least a bit of this, bit of that, because altogether the ration is balanced in terms of macronutrients. Maybe not necessarily balanced for everyday life, but for the situation when you need to be fueled. Okay, so cheers, have some coffee. Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker. I will keep repeating that till forever. It definitely tastes like instant coffee. There's no hiding that, but it's a very nice instant coffee. Not too sour, not too acidic. And I'm tempted to just mix it with cocoa after I try that, just for so-called army mocha. this. This is very nice coffee. So some muesli. Obviously I didn't get too much of the milk powder in it, but you can see it's definitely chocolatish. There's all sorts of bits and pieces in this bowl. There's the caramelized rice puffs, there's oat flakes, barley flakes, wheat flakes, there's chocolate chips, there's sunflower seeds. Okay, and even now mixing it, the chocolate chips get more dissolved and the milk becomes more chalky. Okay. So this muesli is like a proper compromise between healthy and delicious. You got the flakes, different kinds of flakes, so you got different textures in your mouth. The chocolate is quite rich, but not too sweet. I'm going to try to add some plum jam to it, because plums and chocolate work nicely. And this is one of the ways to just, mix up your meal. I'm pretty sure most of the muesli, including French Ration, is chocolate. Might be some with berries, but mostly it's chocolate. So getting this day in and out, you might get bored and you might be tempted to skip it. So that's why having ways to mix it up and change it up is a very good idea. Okay, let me finish the bowl before I start sounding too indecent about it. But jam adds some sweetness, adds a different layer of flavor. There's plum, there's chocolate, there's different kind of flakes. Probably not my favorite muesli, but still a very, very, very good, very good one, and a nice way to start your day actually. Get something nice and healthy for that. Okay, that's that. So got I get to the chocolate ones later. Got salty biscuits and the syrup biscuits. They're fresh, crumbly. I wonder if the taste is starting to grow on me, or they maybe change the formula. Because it's not as jarring, but it's still salty. It's not savory, it's salty. And not the salty kind you get on a cracker, because you can feel the soda, it's a bit different. This just gets lots of salt in the dough itself, so it's a very curious thing. Mostly because I'm unaccustomed to it. Okay, if like on its own, it's not something weird. Just having a salty dough is a bit foreign to me. Meantime, C.E.R. ones taste kind of like digestive biscuits. You got tea, you got coffee, just go and dunk them to your heart's content because that's what they're made for. You can also put some jam on them. Kind of wish they gave you 2 of these packets because this is just a little bit. Syrup biscuit, some of the fruit jam. It tastes like a dessert, you know. Cookie with jam. Delicious, delicious food. Let's try some of the black tea. It's very mild black tea. Kind of tea that you'd get for warm drink that would go down nice, quick, without pausing to think of flavor. Yeah, very easy tea. Very, very easy going tea. Okay. Now, I believe both tuna pate. I mean the tuna pate is both. I can't English today. So I think I never had tuna pate before. I might have had it in a ration before. I just never opened it, and it sits in my pantry. I mean, it's canned. It's got long expiration date. Okay, so that's, you can see it's very spreadable. I put it on a salty biscuit, but to try a little bit of the pate on its own first, and then the biscuit, okay? Because I want to give it a fair chance. You can see how it looks like. That's not exactly what I was expecting. So it's very smooth. Okay, I want to have proper bite before I tell you more. Yeah, my work with the biscuits. So imagine you cooked your tuna, you ground it, and you got pate. There's obviously some things added to help make it smooth. It tastes like fish, obviously. But like fish in a seawater, if that makes sense. It's a bit salty, but in a very pleasant way. And I really wish I had something something more neutral than these biscuits, because this like, give me plain crackers, give me plain toast. This really deserves some proper attention on its own, without fighting with the saltiness from biscuits or syrup. I will try it on syrup, but I don't think it worked. To say it short, this is a very nice surprise about the tuna pate. Yeah, it's a bit weird because the syrup biscuits are lightly sweet. So once that fish flavor spreads through your mouth, fish and sweetness doesn't really go together, but otherwise it may work as well. Cheers! Now I wish I opened my can earlier. Granted, yeah, I was a bit scared of trying, but it's proper delicious pate. Yeah, if you get problems with fish, especially with tuna, it might not be your thing because it's very fishy, but in a very pleasant way. Gosh. Okay, that's they're just scoring points with me. Let's have a soup. Just a hot mug soup. Potash asiatique. So chicken soup with veggies and Asian inspired flavors, I guess. The soup is quite viscous actually. A little bit of vermicelli noodles. Trying to make up my mind, and so far scores are not too high. There's definitely some Asian inspired spices like ginger. Yeah, I can't name the stuff, sorry. Like not off the top of my head, but if you get pho, there's like that mix of herbs and spices in that, and this is quite similar flavor profile. It's not the same, but yeah, I think pho that will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. But again, it's like something missing, and kind of want to say salt, but I assume the salt content might be already quite high. It just maybe because I'm used to saltier hot mug soups. Yeah, but I only go like half a cup down. So yeah, maybe not top marks, but imagine it's cold evening, cold afternoon. This just as a warm drink would make me happy. It really make me happy. I wouldn't even need to have anything to eat with that. Just a warm drink. That works. It's got perfect consistency for that too. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. I can feel it filling you up and warming you up. Oh, okay. Not top marks, but solid attempt. Okay, what else we got? We got cheese, which I assume they put it in as a dessert. As I said, you either get a kind of cheese or kind of pudding. Let's see how it looks. Oops. Yeah, there's obviously been some sort of of temperature damage. Some oil separated. And cheese is quite smooth, quite spreadable, I guess. I don't want to call it cream cheese because I don't know ever sure what cream cheese is. But in Poland you get something like serek topiony, which is basically, cheese made for spreading, cheese spread. Okay, finally something that doesn't get overwhelmed by the salty biscuits. I think cream cheese might be just the right description of this thing because it's very creamy, it's very smooth, it's spreadable, but it's also got a very gentle, rich flavor. I like hot, like you got high fat cream. It's almost sweet from the fattiness in it. That's what it tastes like. Ooh, I know. Please don't tell LG I do that because he will be jelly, but take a little bit of this, put it on your R.C.I.R cracker. Again, I wish for some better sweetened bread product, but this will do. Add some Plum Jam on top, and that's why they call it dessert. Creamy cheese, a little bit of sweetness from the R.C.I.R biscuit, a little bit of sweetness from the jam. Yeah, I know what I'm eating after I'm done with the stream. This is great combo. Again, wouldn't mind a different biscuit, a different cracker, something plainer to let these two really shine. But the cheese, yum, much yum. Okay, let's give the isotonic a chance. You can see the seal stuff on this other side of the bottom. I guess the sugars just fall to the bottom. You can always just shake it up again. Or use warmer water to begin with, because mine was pretty much cold. Sorry. Okay, that's first taste. It's not too bad. And yes, my water bottle gives weird sounds. Mango flavored, yeah. Definitely tastes like isotonic for the minerals added in. And you focus too long, you notice the salt as well, but it's not too bad actually. Yeah, not my favorite drink, not a drink I would choose for myself. But as isotonics goes, this is very palatable, even for me with my salt issues. I must say I kind of enjoy it actually. Okay, so let's get to the mains. As you can see, rice looks a bit sad, dry, where it was just rice, and then it's the bit when there's some sort of sauce situation going. So let's try a little bit of this just on its own first. Without, okay. A little bit of come on, bits of veggies. I think red bell pepper. I remember there being zucchini on the can as well. It's nice. So the rice grains are still very separate. There's a little bit of veggies. The sauce makes it nice and creamy, but no, without being mushy. um, okay, beside Japanese rations where you get just plain rice and it's ready to go, just microwave it. This might be the best rice I had in a ration. Obviously, it's meant to be, separate grains and whatnot. It's not sticky, but and just look at that. Just look at that. Can you focus, please? Nice chunk of fish, just plaguing like that. So right now it's a bit stiff, bit dry, but that's because it's cold. After warming up, this would become a perfect juicy piece of salmon, and then with that rice and tiny little bits of veggies for flavor, because that's all the vegetables do here. They're not and yes, on their own just for flavoring. This is um I had a couple good meals from French rations. This might be my favorite yet. I mean the ostrich pasta with ostrich and cranberries was quite good, but this um a very light, gentle flavor. I mean, if you don't like fish, that's the flag, but dude, and I really appreciate how it is just a big chunk of salmon. Like this is just one piece of fillet. It's not processed. It's not ground and reformed into patty or whatever. You just get the fish. Hats off, hats off, for making a fucking delicious um canned food with fish and rice, which is you can imagine a bit hard to do, right? Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy lunches this week. Okay, so we got couscous. Again, we know it will be dry because it's cold. There's this fun little sausage here. There were at least one more, maybe two more in the can. So let's bite into it, see what's inside. Mm, mm. Um, it's very thick grind. Focus. Whew. And it's spicy. Um, it's definitely spicy. Mm. It got thick grind, got some paprika in it, chili probably. So I guess the veggies might be for the sweetness, and we got spicy sausage. There's also a little bit of short chicken meat, um, dark meat, so I would guess chicken thighs. Mm. Nicely cooked, not overdone. And again, this is just chicken meat cut into smaller pieces, not ground, not processed, not reformed. But it seems the whole dish is spicy. It's not just sausage, but everything else. Yeah, couscous definitely needs warming up because now it's got this weird dry texture. Mm. Also, one they get big minus score for um the skin of the capsicum is still in there and just gets stuck to your palate. Okay, I'm not in love with this. It's okay. I guess warmed up it will be much nicer. Mm. It's nice, colorful. It's definitely the kind of dish that makes you want to eat it. I like put together. This is very imbalanced because this one is nice, creamy, gentle, smooth. This one packs the heat. Um, without burning your mouth off, but mm-hmm. Most heat might be in sausage, but there's still quite a lot of it in the in the vegetable portion in the this whole stew-like thing. So yeah, this is nice, but the salmon with rice, top notch. Still, solid food, and if you need warming up, I can feel the heat from it just waking me. So that's it's nicely balanced. It doesn't burn your mouth but warm you up. So this is the way how you should do spicy food. So green tea with mint. Guys, it's a little bit warm right now, but cold. Can you imagine? After this kind of meal, you get nice couscous with spices with heat, chicken, some veggies, and then you can drink your nice cool green tea with mint. So long as your life isn't in danger, that's um that's the life worth living. Um, yeah, that's the thing we should always keep in mind though. Trying these rations, that they're often used in actual combat situations where people risk their lives to die. So I can complain about little bits, uh, but it's so far removed from the purpose of this ration pack. So just let's uh, keep that in mind, okay? Chocolate biscuit. Mm, nice chocolatey tea biscuit. More on the dark chocolate end than milk chocolate. Just on its own, it's very nice. Problem is it doesn't really pair much with anything else you get. You can, I mean, you could eat it with jam again. Curious if it would work with cheese though. It should because it's a cream cheese. It's not too strong. It sort of works and sort of doesn't. It's kind of cheesecakey. as a combo. But then the cheese is a bit too salty for cheesecake. Curious combo, and I would definitely try biscuit with cheese and jam later on. That also it becomes a bit too rich though. Sweet from the jam, and then you get the biscuits. Yeah, just on their own, the biscuits are the best, I think. Okay, let me grab some water actually because my mouth is just buzzing for the flavors right now. I still got sweets to try, and I need to give sweets just treatment now. Okay then, so we got the coffee flavored energy bar. Just look how tiny it is. Just look how tiny. Like you can see on my fork, that's the size of it. It's very just 2 bites. Whoa. So much coffee flavor. Yeah, that's not my thing. Texture wise though, if you ever made candy from powdered milk, it's a bit like that. Crumbly. There's like some kind of crispness in it. Not the most pleasant for me. Well, especially that coffee. But if that's your thing, yeah. And again, 2 bites, and you get boost of sugars and caffeine. So as far as Vegas peppers, yeah, that's that. C.E.R bar apricot flavor, again, 2 bite size. Oh. So it's quite C.E.R heavy. Yeah, apricot flavor definitely. There's dry fruits in it, flavor wise. But it's thick. So biting through that, given how much C.E.R is there, it's a bit of a feat in itself. Tastes nice though. Definitely like it much better than the coffee bar. The fruit jelly or bladder or whatever weird combo that is between. They call it fruit pate. Oh, okay, that's dry. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Sugar sweet. Cloyingly sugar sweet. Um. So if you get fruit jelly and leave it out for too long and the water just evaporates from it, it's become even more sugary and dry, and that's what this turned into. Um, it's just not my thing, you know. And I'm not even talking sweetness levels, but it's very sugary. Like the inside, the sugar crystallizes, and yeah, it's not bad. And again, sweet snack on the go to pick you up, perfect. And then you got Nougat Bar. I heard they go nicely with coffee, but I'm trying that today. Yes, so nougat definitely grows on me. Um, but still isn't my candy of choice. Uh, if you never had nougat, as I said, it's basically egg whites, whipped egg whites with hot sugar. It's like underdone meringue or overdone uh, marshmallow plum. Um, it's sweet, it's chewy, it's so fucking sweet. Okay, but we got nice dark chocolate to amend that. And I will bite into it to see that inside it's perfectly fine. Just a little bit of heat damage going on the surface. It's nice. Nice 60% dark chocolate. Yeah, as I said, must have been exposed to too much heat at some point, and then the fats just go to the surface and reconfigure it. I'm not sure about the actual science about that, but that's what happens. Okay, the only thing that's left to try is the hot cocoa, which isn't hot anymore. Nice sweet. Actually got a quite nice mouthfeel to it. It's not too thin. Quite rich for cocoa too, but as I said, going to mix those two. Give it a little bit of stir just to have them combine. And that's how we get almond mocha. Oh, that hits the spot. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. Warm, that would be delicious. Wow. As far as the sundae branches go, this might be up there with my favorites. As I said before, the salmon with rice is just exquisite. Especially its food has been made almost 3 years ago. It's been sitting in a can since then. And if we take into consideration it's cold while being meant to be then warm, this is just warm. This will be amazing. Then we get the couscous situation. Again, solid food. A little bit of heat done the right way. That warms you up without burning your mouth. Got a really delicious tuna pate, which would be even better if we had plainer, more bready bread stuff, like even plain crackers or crisp bread. They would work so much better with everything here than these biscuits. But enough with complaints. Cheese, nice cheese. Again, some sort of damage happened to it from the heat because you can see the oil separated. Oh! Yeah, that's my cheese with muesli leftovers. So something happened there. I'm not going into details, but it doesn't affect flavor in a bad way. It's still creamy, very richly creamy. Nice, delicious creamy cheese. Then you got selection of snacks. Not my favorite snack selection, I must say, but definitely edible. And biscuits. As I said, they packed 2-piece a bag, so I still got 5 packs unopened, and like this I can see it for quite a while without getting stale. So big props. Yes, it creates more trash, more plastic trash, but it's very thoughtful in a way that keeps your food in a condition that will help you eat it in a situation when eating or not might be uh, a matter of survival. And again, the chocolate muesli, not my favorite. That you can get tired of it, but yeah. All in all, this particular ration might not be my favorite among all the rations I tried so far, but it's definitely high up there. I might actually look to, because I saw someone on eBay says just counts with the mains, and if I can get more, if I can get more with salmon with rice, I will definitely going to try because it's definitely worth it. Not sure what else exactly is in there about the sauce situation, but it's very delicious, very very delicious, and they get top points for not mucking up the rice. Grains are separate, they're not mushy, they're just perfect, nicely done. Anyway, that will be it for today. It was a look into French individual reheatable combat ration. I'll see you next week. We'll do a single meal, definitely will be a single meal ration. Might dig out the old American ones again, or we might open the Canadian one, which I finally managed to find here, which didn't cost my kidney. I probably will put a poll on Twitter, so if you want to help me choose, you can go there, or you can, leave your opinion now in the chats. Thank you for joining me. It's always more fun when I have company, when I have people listen to me ramble silly about food I know nothing about. And yeah, if you can find one of these for a reasonable price, go and try it because it's all commercially available food, but quality compared to some other rations is very high, very top notch. Definitely, definitely worth it. Unless you're not adventurous eater, then these rations may sometimes be a bit of a challenge because they don't muck about. This isn't mac and cheese. This isn't spaghetti and rice and tomato sauce. This is actual food with vegetables in them, and yeah. Okay, guys. Again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in a week. Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy, eat good food, explore, and see you next week. Okay, Adi out.